All right, what's up, y'all? We are back with another one. This is another video. You know what I'm saying? I told you I was going to do another one. Probably the other one should have been the luckiest video, but we're going to do, I think, something even more interesting. This is the most dramatic courtroom moments ever. And honestly, when you give a motherfucker life in jail, bro, you might as well go attack the motherfucking judge, bro, and go deck her real quick because it's the only time you're going to see daylight. You know what I'm saying? That's some shit that I would have did. Not saying I would go to jail for the rest of my life. Thank God. Feel me? Because I come from that motherfucker. It's over. It's over. Call it quits. It's over. You feel me? But this is the most dramatic courtroom moments ever. And I just wonder. Because when I seen this, I'm like, oh, this will probably be good. Like, you feel me? This will probably be good. Let's see what these weird ass. Because there's always somebody that kill a family or just do some. I'm not saying that's cool or even laughing about that. But I want to see what reactions do they be having? Like, I seen a video before when the judge gave a nigga like 3 years home, and he was a basketball star for doing some dumb shit. He got locked up. Judge gave him like 3 or 5 years or whatever the fuck. That nigga fainted in the courtroom, and then he was like, and dropped. Like, no bullshit, dropped. So we're about to get straight into it. You feel what I'm trying to say? So let's see what this is about. You know what I mean?
But on this day, things got a little more than just hectic for Judge Murphy. John, who's trying to clear up his schedule, and has suggested that an assistant public defender waive the right trying to clear up his schedule.
This nigga got a Squidward head, bro. Look at this nigga bean. Look at this shit. Nah, his bean is, bro, his bean is great. Bro, this nigga look like Squidward, bro.
Schedule, and has suggested that an assistant public defender waive the right to a speedy trial for his client. However, assistant public defender Andrew Weinstock is committed to ensuring his client gets justice and insists he won't waive any case.
All right, what do you want to do?
What do you want to do? I'm not waiting.
The judge and attorney went back and forth but couldn't find common ground. Frustrated, the judge remarked that he would aim at the attorney if he had a stone.
You know, if I had a rock, I would throw it at you, right?
He asked Weinstock to sit down.
Said he would handle the situation.
The attorney refused, stating that he has a right to stand and defend his clients. But what happened next is where things get a little crazy.
Stop pissing me off. Just sit down. I'll take care of it. I don't need your help.
No, you know what? I'm the public defender. I have a right to be here, and I have a right to stand and represent my clients.
If you want to fight, let's go out back and I'll just beat your ass.
Shockingly, the two men went outside, and although the court camera couldn't capture their fight,
that's tough, bro. I respect this.
What happens next?
Bro, that's
where
the crazy
things get a little
shit,
crazy.
Stop pissing me
the
off.
The judge
is
talking foxy.
I don't need your help.
No, you know what? I'm the public defender. I have a right to be here, and I have a right to
sit down. If you want to fight, let's go out back and I'll just beat your ass.
My son was like, all right, let's go out back. I'm about to walk you up.
And although the court camera couldn't capture their fight, we could hear them going at it. Finally, a deputy intervened and separated them. Judge Murphy came back to clapping and cheers from the thoroughly entertained defendants. He took some time to catch his breath and continued proceedings without Weinstock there to interrupt. Weinstock wasn't aware, but Judge Murphy is an ex-military personnel. He was a United States Army colonel and served with the Special Forces in various countries, winning the Bronze Star and 2 meritorious medals. However, his fight with Weinstock was deemed appalling by the Florida Supreme Court.
They got rid of his ass.
Just when you think you have seen the most drama, along comes Arthur Booth. This is Arthur Booth.
Mr. Booth, I have a question for you.
Oh, yeah, I remember this.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you go to Nautilus for middle school?
Oh, my goodness.
Arthur Booth was a bright honors student in middle school and earned the admiration of many of his classmates. He was gifted in science and math. It all went downhill for him when he became involved in drugs, gambling, and petty crimes. Booth's addiction to gambling and crack cocaine means
seeing like one of the classmates that you made fun of as somebody, like, you feel me, in school, and then, you know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, bro, a lot of times the cool kids, you know, jocks and shit like that, they end up bullying niggas, talking crazy. those be the ones strung out later on in life and got no skills, you feel me, or just nothing. Like they just go into the streets and just fall victim to the streets. Not even trying to come at anybody that has been through that. But those also be the same ones who, like I said before, violate the people that's in school, call people nerds, beat up the freshmen, do all this other weird shit. And then later on in life, you're looking like this nigga right here with his hands folded like it. Looking like a fucking weirdo. And the same nerd that you picked on in school becomes the judge. And now she's looking at you, about to look at you like, I'm about to give you this 20 years. Like, you feel me? Not saying I happened in this, but like, you feel me? So the point I'm trying to make from it is, bro, you never know who's going to turn out to be what in life. Treat everybody the same. Treat people right, bro. I swear you never know, bro. Them same nerds will be the same ones who be working at Google, owning businesses, rich. You feel what I'm trying to say? Like, don't come at, I'm telling you, bro. Don't come at nobody. But anyway, let's get right back into it.
He was always looking for a quick fix, leading him to a life of petty crimes. He has been in and out of jail since he was a teenager, ditching his dreams and ruining any chance of making something out of his life. Although he wasn't violent, theft and burglary were his go-to crimes. On one such occasion in 2015, the 49-year-old was spotted driving a car that was reported stolen in a robbery. He was arrested after he led the police in a chase rather than stop when told to. His charges landed him in Judge Mindy Glazer's Miami-Dade bond court, where his bond was set at $43,000, or a year in jail if he couldn't pay. However, just as the judge was done with him, she asked if he went to Nautilus for middle school.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you go to
She made his
Nautilus
life even more.
for middle school?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry to see you there. I always wondered what happened to you, sir.
Oh my goodness.
This is the nicest kid in middle school.
The judge recalled how she admired him in school and wondered what became of him.
He was the best kid in middle school.
You should have, bitch. You should have gave him help. Then send him somewhere. Get that nigga some
I'm
help.
sorry.
Oh my
I had
goodness.
to put him out like this.
He eventually served 10 months in prison, but the unusual reunion with his classmate affected his life. He fought his addiction problems and made a better life for himself. Michael Madison. This is Michael Madison. The crimes Madison committed will make you want to make sure your doors are locked. Madison was an American serial killer who murdered not one, not two, but 3 women. As a child, he had an abusive mom,
man,
and his mother's boyfriends also abused him. In 2013, a decomposing corpse was discovered inside a garage he owned. As a child, he had an abusive mom, and his mother's boyfriends also abused him. In 2013, a decomposing corpse was discovered inside a garage he owned. Following investigations by the police, 2 other bodies were found. A search warrant was issued for him, and he was soon arrested. All 3 of his victims were women. He was charged with 3 counts of aggravated murder. His charges were later updated to 14 counts. On April 4th, 2016, Madison's trial began. He was found guilty of murdering 3 women. On June 2nd, 2016, Cuyahoga Common Pleas Court Judge Nancy R. McDonnell followed the jury's recommendation and sentenced Madison to death. During the trial, the victims' families were called to deliver a victim impact statement. When Van Terry, the father of the 18-year-old Sherelda Terry, was speaking, he looked over to Madison, and the serial killer smirked at him. What happened next was unexpected. Van Terry ran towards Madison and lunged over the table to attack Madison. Luckily, the deputies reacted quickly and escorted him out of the courtroom. No charges were filed against Van Terry, and Madison is still incarcerated. That was a whole lot of drama. But wait till you see this.
Shout out to Courtroom Consequences, bro.
Tanner Jacobson and Cody Howard. Tanner and Cody were in court for driving on suspended licenses. Both men will be sentenced to 30 days in jail if found guilty. While both were waiting in the court, they got the idea of escaping. Except,
Awesome fortune.
I ain't going front. I wish the dude that just jumped over the motherfucking desk, I wish they'd have let him get to him, bro. At least get a punch in, just for all the victims, bro. No funny shit.
Worry about.
it wasn't a bright idea, as 1, they were in handcuffs, 2, you can't run from the law.
We were sitting there on the
Oh,
benches
my man
together,
tried to
and
bow.
he's like,
tried to
I'm gonna
bow.
run.
28-year-old Howard and 22-year-old Jacobson made a run for it, but they weren't counting on Judge R.W. Buzzard chasing after them. Immediately, the judge saw them run. He removed his robes and gave them a chase. They made it to the
his fat
final
ass-
floor.
Bro,
Just before Howard
how
could run
he
through
got
the
caught by
emergency
this fat
exit,
ass judge?
Judge Buzzard grabbed him and pulled him back. Jacobson made it out of the premises, but he was caught a few blocks away.
I only get like 4 blocks, and then I stop.
Bro.
Like, I just
Made it out
You got a
of the
fat
and
ass judge, and he
Judge
gave y'all a
Buzzard
head
grabbed
start,
him
bro.
and pulled him back.
Look how he looked.
Jacobson made it out of the premises, but he was caught a few blocks away.
I only get like 4 blocks, and then I stop. Like, I just stopped on my own. I'm like, what am I doing right now?
If running away from justice was a person, then these two embodied them. The video of Howard and Jacobson's little run went viral, but earned them a new charge of second-degree escape. For his troubles,
Decision. I don't even know why I did it. Like, I would be out of here if I wouldn't have ran.
I didn't try to escape to get out. I tried to escape to get well, and I tried to do what I could, do what I could do.
Howard was
You know
sentenced to more than 3 years in
I didn't
know
try to
he
escape
lying.
to get out. I tried to escape to get well, and I tried to do what
I didn't try to escape to get out. I tried to escape
Howard was
to get
sentenced to
well.
more than 3 years in prison for his attempted escape and other charges. Jacobson, whom the judge caught, saw his
Bro, these niggas initially had 30 days for suspended licenses. No, Howard and Jacobson faced 3 years and 30 days in jail, respectively, for driving on suspended licenses when they decided to bolt. Oh, I would have ran too. Fuck out of here.
sentence go from a potential 30 days to 1 year and a day for just second-degree escape. Dramatic enough?
Oh.
Wait till you hear about the story of Alan McCarty Jr. This is Alan McCarty Jr. McCarty was sentenced to 20 years in prison for threatening to kill Circuit Judge Stasha Warren. McCarty believes Judge Warren is responsible for making him lose his kids in a custody case.
It's being done unconstitutionally. Y'all took my kids unrightfully. You won't allow my witnesses here.
He called the police, and what he said on this phone call, something I'm sure that officer never expected to hear.
Communications, Warhurst.
Yeah, I want to report a crime that's about to happen.
What do you mean a crime that's about to happen?
Yeah, there's about to be a crime that's going to happen if my kids don't come back to me, you stupid. I got a gun pointed at your building. Where's your Judge Warren at? You going to bring that out in handcuffs and I'm going to execute that.
This
right
nigga called the police on
The police
himself.
traced the call, and McCarty was arrested and charged to court. But he wouldn't keep quiet. He rained curses on Judge Matt Foxman, who presided over his case. McCarty refused to answer questions and invited Judge Foxman to perform oral sex on him. The judge politely declined and threatened to duct tape his mouth. McCarty wasn't moved by the threat and continued his outburst in curses.
You threatened my life. You.
Back room.
I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting. I'm just not standing up. I'm not standing. I don't have to stand.
Eventually, he was removed from the courtroom and placed in an adjacent room with one-way glass. Still, he continued his rant. McCarty cursed the judge, his attorney, and his wife. The judge added an extra 10 days to McCarty's 20-year sentence for his profanities and curses.
Stupid ass
Jacob
nigga.
Larson. This is Jacob Larson. What Larson does in this courtroom is by far the most dramatic thing you will ever see in a courtroom. Larson was in court for violating a personal protection order. Larson has got it into his head that his middle school classmate is his soulmate. The obsessed Larson stalked the lady on Facebook for over a year and paid several visits to her place of work before she filed a restraining order against Larson. Still, Larson broke the order, sending her 22 Facebook messages after the judge warned him to stay away from her. The hearing started peacefully with Jackson County Circuit Court Judge John McBain asking him several questions.
They're hanging out at her place of employment, they're putting things all over her car, her managers have got to come in there and ask you to leave.
But what happens next is the opposite of peaceful.
She's instigating it though.
Why do you feel that she's instigating?
But she's posting pictures and whatnot, dragged it to me, all like A lot of makeup.
This
hair
nigga
done,
is
all
a
that stuff,
pedophile, bro.
Full nine.
The judge didn't agree and sentenced him to jail, but Larson wasn't having it. He accused the judge of being buddy-buddy with the woman.
Bad attitude. You had a bad attitude last time you were in court.
Bro,
Our buddy.
Shorty was posting on social media, whatever the fuck she's posting, and this nigga thought that it was directed towards him. Bro, that nigga, bro, niggas like that, bro, gotta go to jail, bro. Like, you never, bro, that's stalking and shit like that. Never know what he would have did. He probably sitting at home at his phone, going a mile a minute. Oh yeah, that picture of me, right? So, bro, I know people that's like that, bro. I was booked with somebody who was, mind you, it's 55 of us in the dorm, and he's beating his meat in the middle bed in the front row, and the motherfucking correction officer is behind the glass looking in her book. And the reason why he said he did it was because she told him to. They had a thing going on. Like, they was talking through the glass. The bitch wasn't paying this nigga no mind. Bro, this is why I don't trust niggas that is 40 years old, went to jail before, and they got no facial hair at all. Don't trust them type of people, bro. I'm telling you.
45 days county jail. Okay. 93 days in the county jail. You want to go for a year? Try it right now. One more word out of you, it'll be a year of county.
Over faithful. Really?
93 days to count.
The judge ordered that he be taken to jail. Larson refused to be handcuffed and made to fight the court security, but not in Judge McBain's court. What McBain did next was shocking. He quickly removed his robe, joined the struggle, and held down Larson until he was handcuffed.
Put your hands behind your back. Tase his ass right now.
Nah, these judges is bugged out.
Dramatic moments are expected in a courtroom, but how about when teenage killers have no regret for their actions? Click here and subscribe.
Bro, I ain't even gonna front, bro. A lot of these people, bro, I don't want to wish jail death for nobody, but some of these motherfuckers be deserving to go to jail, bro. Cause like y'all niggas be doing, it's too much weird people in this world, bro. Y'all need to be in the rehabilitation center or in the motherfucking hospital. Especially the ones be like, oh, I hear voices in my head. That's why I punched her in the face. Yo, somebody told me to do it. Come on, bro. Y'all niggas, y'all need to be in the hospital. And niggas need to be in jail, bro, before y'all hurt somebody else or hurt yourselves. And if you hurt yourselves, just jump off a motherfucking 20-story building. Because I don't want you hurting nobody else. Y'all niggas is weirdos. Okay? Yo, like down below, comment, subscribe. It's another one with your boy. And I'm outie. Peace. Let me know which one you think was the craziest one. I think the judge who, told the attorney, you want to go outside? Nigga took off his jacket, went outside, put the beats on him. Yeah, that was official. I'm out of here, man.